So, well, allow us to introduce yourself first, and then I'll go ahead afterwards.
Okay, so I am Jawahir Zahran. I have like an online newsletter. I'm also an editor and the founder of this newsletter. It's online based in Jeddah, of course, and also I work elsewhere, but this is just my personal job, or you can say, or my. It's not like a business, but it's like a different job. Not like I work in my daytime, but then I have other works like journalism, writing articles, going to events, stuff like that. I do.
All right, mashallah, tabarakallah. Okay, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mudassir, and came from business education and from psychology background here. My specialization is in educational psychology, and I have also specialization in children's literacy, where we tend to focus on subjects to increase awareness among children about ASD, ADHD, and other here, and how that impacts on their lives, and how can we best support them.
ASD.
ADHD, sorry.
ADHD, attention deficit or what?
Yep.
Okay.
Attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So you are an instructor, right, in a university?
I was here like on a short term here, and then I was to be an assistant psychologist, and right now I am more like as a freelancer and on a research basis. Alhamdulillah, things moving fine out there here, but now ever since this corona thingy has hit us pretty hard. So alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah kulli hal, trying to manage my best.
Yes. Okay. So about the topic of today, I did like a YouTube video about this very topic, about attachment, how we are attaching to certain things. And it's not necessarily like things that are materialistic or physical things. It could be even non-physical. It could be like person or people or anything. It could be countries, being attached to things.
Yep.
So the idea here is how this can affect us psychologically and mentally as well. So what do you think, in your opinion, what
from my perspective or from a research perspective? Okay, all right, fine. From my perspective, okay, first you have started, okay, what you have previously mentioned out there here just now is it doesn't have to be with materialistic things. It could be anything. It could be with people. It could be with countries. You have first started with foremost with the countries. And if you ask me with the countries, do you have any particular country in your mind at this moment?
For the country like I love, or I'm very attached to it. It's
different. Attached to, yeah.
Not really.
Okay. So
but
you
this
have
is an example as well.
Okay, so you had to differentiate first, like between love and attachment, because
yes, because
love is the first phase.
Love something, it's different from attachment. Yes.
Yep.
Not to be confused.
Okay, to me, I got two countries like always in my mind. The first is this kingdom, the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the other one is another kingdom, which is known as United Kingdom. Yeah, from kingdom to kingdom, and I spent my lot of time in the UK apart from my postgraduate and my study life. Yes, so it's not just I just went and pursued my higher education. I think I have bloomed and blossomed in that place, and people have contributed a lot, not just my like academic, but for well-being and for my self-development as well. So they had a huge positive impact on me, and alhamdulillah, I am grateful with them here, though I was extremely attached with them despite of my arrival here back in the kingdom to another kingdom. It's been more than a year, and still my mind and heart are attached back there. I think that is something it cannot be cut it
you
down.
cannot like separate yourself, or it's like part of you. This is what you're saying?
Yes. Yep, part of me. So that became an identity to me. Okay, hello. Oh wow. So like Abir,
flower. Okay.
like Abir just hello, like Abir. Thank you for joining.
This is who, Nisma, or who is this?
No, flower powerness is
you're okay.
Abir Khoj, yeah, from Al Jalis.
Abir Khoj.
Abir
Hi,
Khoj.
I also know her.
Okay. So now more people are joining out there here.
Okay, yes, good. What's the topic? That's why I said you need to pin it. It's about attachment and its effects on our lives. So I think the reason why I chose this topic in specific is because I've heard a lot of talks, and I've heard a lot of topics about this thing, that it's different when you are attached is different than love. So I could love a coffee, but I'm not attached to it. Yes, okay, I'm not attached, meaning if, for example, one morning I didn't drink coffee, it's not gonna affect me or affect my psyche or affect me mentally, makes me like, oh, I need coffee, I'm so attached, you know? It's just I love it, but I don't have to drink it every day. This is an example. So, for example, me, I have a lot of experiences on this very thing. So when I'm attached, let's say, to my phone, and my phone got lost, or I don't know, for example, I went to work and my phone is at home, I will be crazy. It's gonna drive me nuts. Why? Because I'm so attached to it. I know it's there, I know it's at home, but you know that feeling when you cannot settle because you are so into yani, you know, you get me, right? Like,
yes,
like it's a very bond that you cannot detach yourself. You cannot stay like one single minute without a phone. But now I'm trying, but I'm just saying, like, so this is could be an unhealthy one, an unhealthy attachment, because here we don't want to have like things that are not healthy to us and not healthy to our well-being.
Yep.
So that's
There's
what I
one
think.
terminology called nomophobia, like the people who are afraid to lose their phone just for a second or a minute. So yeah. For the noun, they call nomophobics.
Nomophobics, yeah. They cannot live without, it's really scary. And I think I'm one of it, which I am not very proud of, actually.
Yeah. So it's a part of our life.
Yeah.
Phone is a part of our life.
Okay, so you said countries. What other things that you are attached to?
I'm attached to with getting to know about people's walk of their lives and their culture and their cuisine.
No, okay. Cuisine. But it's a good thing. I'm saying like I'm saying here like a bad one.
Okay, okay.
That makes you not addicted, but makes you like like a very, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you could like what
binge eating.
Binge eating. Point, but yeah.
Yes, I completely understand. So there are times I do a lot of intuitive eating, and in that sometimes I try to rationalize things. Okay. Like let's say for like instance, someone, or like maybe I have been passing to a place where they sell frozen yogurt, and I love frozen yogurt, and I used to think about that. When was the last time I had? Though like I'm not even craving, I said it's YOLO, go and eat it out there here. So it's now or never here. So that thing happens and on, because it's kind of like an addiction. So when you start to have one delicious delicacy, there is more tendency for you to indulge in yourself more there here. So to me, till now, I'm still having that I'm still suffering with that point. But alhamdulillah, I've reached the healthy level, though it's like mountain peak, like it like fluctuates like over the time, like especially when there's season of weddings, parties, and I think you got my gift.
So basically you're saying like um, you are so you're addicted to food, or you're so attached to like
Deserts.
desserts.
Yep.
So that's the unhealthy one. Okay. So if there's no desert, like, can you live throughout the day? That's what I'm saying.
To substitute that, I have to go and win some of my dark chocolate. So that would suffice, because it's not too sweet sugar here, and what the dark chocolate contains is like a natural sugar cane sugar here. So that's the substitute, and it's kind of decreases my cravings. So that's the only thing I used to, what do you call, help myself out to get rid of my cravings. Or alternatively, I'll just go have a banana. But hey, banana is also high in sugar.
No, but it's a good substitute, you know. It is.
Yep.
Right.
Yes, Abir, we totally agree. Phone is our number one thing that we are deeply attached to.
Yes. Yep. So also, I think sometimes it's related to happiness. Like if these things it's not, I don't have it right at the moment, I'm gonna be unhappy or miserable.
Yeah.
So I think the ideal situation here is to not be attached to anything. Like, can you do that? It's almost impossible. Like, because we're surrounded by things, but I think we can. Like, imagine, for example, if I don't know, like something that is taken away right now from you, how you should like start to live the day like normally, without feeling like something is missing, or feeling that you are like you need it 24/7 or something like that. So it's, I think it needs training. It needs training, because sometimes I did it once. I went to work without my phone, even though I'm so attached to it. And I was working, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna get to my phone after work when I come home. So I'll just train myself not to search it, or not to like look for it.
Unbelievable. You left your phone at home and you went all the way to work?
Yes, I did it once, and it was very, very, very miserable for me. But I have to live. I have to go through the day. I have to complete the day.
Abir, we totally agree. Attachment is the source of all suffering.
Yes, that's why. It's going to cause suffering. It's going to cause you to be in emotional pain. But of course, phone, maybe it's something really easy. Sometimes there are many things that are more severe or more serious than phone or food. Let's say like relationships, or certain people that you are attached to, or maybe friendships.
Yep.
So I think this is more on a deeper level than physical things, even though sometimes physical things do have certain effects on people. But this is also important to discuss, I think. So for you, have you ever like you don't have to like say your experiences if you don't want to, but
okay.
Things that you want to talk about, like how people can really feel satisfied with their own selves and be detached from everything. Like, for example, I am alone, me, me without anything, you know, me without anything, I'm gonna be satisfied. Like I am just like gratified with myself. I don't need anything extra. I don't need things. I don't need people. I don't need anything else. So what do you think? So or just tell me.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 points here. Like, from speaking from my perspective, I believe that attachment could be long term, could be short term, and it's all a part of our living. We just go, we working on it, we get deeply attached, but at times you have to move on. Eventually, we get detached, but we do get reattached at the same time. And by that time, you would learn to be more resilient. Yes, that is one thing. And the second thing is out there here, you just reminded me one movie by Simon Pegg called In Search of Happiness. Like, have you seen that?
I don't know. I saw there's another movie called The Pursuit of Happiness.
No, not Pursuit. Like The Search of Happiness by Simon Pegg. He's a British actor. So what his film have shown out there here, he wants to know what makes people happy. He travels halfway through the world from UK, and then he goes to like the African continent. From there, he goes to States. So he wanted to investigate what makes people happy. And his role is to work as a psychiatrist. So the patients used to come at him and they used to tell us we are depressed, and so the people used to come to him for like therapy or from pharmacological treatment out there here. And then one day he got so frustrated, he said, I have my child dream, I want to go and travel halfway across the world. So he travels to first to South Africa, and then he goes to somewhere in Kenya, and then he finds himself, he meet people from different walks of the life. Some says to me, like, happiness is spending time with the family. And some say happiness is to see me and my family and the entire village roam freely without any violence. And yep, it doesn't matter whether you are introvert or like extroverts. Well, it's not just, I'm speaking from scientific part of the research work here. It is like, also the expert says, we all, like human beings, we all are social creatures. And I'll give you my example. Like, I lived in the UK for quite a long time. Like, I'm the only person in my life who spent most of the life in the West. And when I came back here to the kingdom, I was having challenges to readapting here the place. Although I was born and raised here, but I was having that kind of challenges to readapt. Why? I was deeply attached to the people, to the place, to the culture, where I just took the best part from the culture and the support system and the market, what they have to offer here, like not just for the consumer market, but what they have in the community service. I was a part of their service. I was a part of social worker, and I was also a part of and like academic coach and a tutor. So I found people from different walks of life, and so as students with or without learning challenges.